really don't even know where that man's living at. He's in the one. Whose baby? Nasir. I don't believe that for 1 second. Who'd you have the baby with? How do I delete a baby? Like, no, seriously. How is that? Can I sell it? Can I? What if I press delete? How do I get rid of a baby? That's not his baby. He didn't acquire the moving skill because he doesn't exist. Ooh, it's your boy Ryan, and welcome back to the channel for another episode of After the Bachelor. Subscribe to me, I'm poor. Let's waste no time, let's dilly no dally, let's go in and get this drama started. In the shocking turn of events, we are playing as Paolo. Can you believe it? We remember that he was a character, and so we were playing as him. So he and Claire are out on their date back at the bowling alley. This is where they had their first date at during the Bachelor series, and of course this is also the place where everything went wrong because they did agree to separate after they got back from their second date, which was a double date from Sean, with Sean and Emily. So he's back here in the morning time, so it's like a different kind of like vibing experience. So I think first we're going to just do a five game frame with Claire, just so they don't have to worry about they don't, you know, just to kind of ease the tension a little bit, or maybe, or just kind of get them both relaxed. Just focus on the game, and then maybe they can have a conversation a little bit afterwards. But this makes me so happy. Bowling, it is right up your alley. He likes bowling. I don't know if he's good at it, but oh, that's embarrassing. That made me think on Wii Sports what would happen when you threw the bowling ball behind you. Everybody would freak out, and it was amazing. Baby girl, where's Claire going? She getting herself a drink? Who's she talking to? See, this is why I don't like bowling, because people don't be doing what they're supposed to be doing. Okay, so that was short-lived, because, you know, they really just don't be paying attention when it's time to bowl. They decide, nah, no, Claire, you missed your chance to go. You was sitting over here talking to this woman over here. No, ma'am, you deserve to have done bad. Yeah, this is all on you. So we're gonna have them quit. Claire, if you pick up another bowling ball, girl, I control your life. Know that. With the snap of my fingers, girl, it's lights out. You better find your way up these daggone steps. Why is she still standing here? Claire, don't do it. Now I gotta kill her. Why have you done this to me? Look at you. Had you just taken your hiney upstairs where I told you to go to begin with, you wouldn't be... Claire is still bowling. Claire's going to bowl, dang it. Look at her. Claire, it's okay to admit defeat, baby. Paolo's not watching. Just take your hind parts on upstairs. He wants no parts of this. Girl, it's a done deal. And she's going again. That's why they separated. It's a wonder they didn't divorce. Her listening skills being on 0. So this is it. It took me 33 years and lots of frustration to get them to sit down at the same freaking time, at the same place, because Claire was dedicated to finishing this bowling game that Paolo backed out on 33 years ago. But it's fine. We're here. We're going to get this done. We're going to get this out. We're going to just be talking and just chit-chatting. Now, listen, if the option comes up to discuss expanding the family, I'm going to click on it because I want to see what they have to say. I want to see what they have to say. I really do. This is something I'm really interested in. I'm glad you brought this up, Paolo. I've been thinking the same. Let me chat with Paolo and I'll get back to you. Beautiful. So you told me that you're gonna talk to me. Then we're gonna go back. Take PTO, girl. Thank you so much for that, Claire. Thank you so much for that input. We're going to entice her. She really is Miss Thicky here, and I love to see it. We're going to, her and Violet, but Violet ain't even had any babies, so whenever Violet has a baby, she's just, those hips, gonna take her for the world. Let's do a passionate kiss in front of every daggone body. I'm not sure if Claire likes the attention, but she's going to be in the attention today. Look at her, she already feeling some type of way. I wish there was a place that they could woohoo. It's been so long for them, they could stand it. They could stand the rain. Look at it, he wants to do it too. Listen. Who am I to deny Sims of their God-given right? Ooh. Almost did it. Ooh, almost did it. Ooh, I was about to mess everybody up, huh? And this, who is this freak? Rua Lafau going somewhere. They're having a private moment in public. Be dismissed. We're still drinking this truly raspberry tea because it's the same night as the video before. Paolo is very, very happy though about the outcome of everything. He's feeling very positive. He's getting everything back on track. This is my man. Yeah, Paolo's gonna spend the night taking care of the kids by himself. Y'all pray for him because I don't know how we gonna do. I don't want to take care of the kids, so we're not gonna see this happen. But you can at least see him play with Camilo, and it just makes me so happy. It really does just make me so happy to see. Paolo is at his best, I think, when he is. Oh, wait, are those are different eye colors? Okay, yeah, those are different eye colors. But the nose might be his. I'm not sure. Do we feel like the nose is Paolo's on Camilo? I don't know, but Camilo is adorable. Freaking adorable. Paolo is at his absolute cutest and most standable when he is like playing with his children. That's why they need to have like 33 kids. It's because he would just be the darnest, the darn tootinest little sim to ever exist. Truly, honestly, like I wish I was lying to you, but I'm not. It's the true statement. Where's the Bristol at? I know Bristol's outside. I don't know where I asked that question. She need to get her little walking together. She's been here for how long? Is she still at walk yet? Let's give our girl a lovingly hug. Oh, she's just excited watching him play with Camilo. She probably just wants some love herself too. Oh, see, you see what I mean? It's just adorable. Freaking look at him. He's hugging her. Camilo's in the background. See? Like, Paolo's good. Baby, I'm sorry for giving you the storyline that I gave you. You know, Paolo's back is too sore to do this. No, is he getting old? Baby, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go somewhere else. I don't want to take care of these kids. If they're so freaking cute, we could if we wanted to. What is he going to say to Camilo? Oh my gosh, I want them to have a third one. But they need to wait because both of these babies is toddlers. They have another one that's going to be, she's probably going to be a child by the time the baby's born. So it'll just be one child, two toddlers, but that's still a lot. And I'm really trying to deal with that. So, next. Claire probably have a heart attack. He's in here having a good old conversation with Bristol, and Camilo's outside on the porch where somewhere where any rando can just walk up and take him, and Paolo is just unaware. Okay. So Emily has invited Ken over to her house to meet her husband, to meet her baby. Uh-oh. This is already off to a terrible start. Just be nice. Just be good. Please just be good. Okay, great. Okay, good. Now listen, I feel that Ken might want to patch things up with Emily because Romeo is upset with him, and we're still trying to figure out what that situation is. I mean, they did, lay down with each other right after finding out that he cheated, but it's fine. That was just a weird night in general, so I feel like everything that happened that night should be taken with a grain of salt. But he definitely knows that Emily is someone who will be on his side if they can get through whatever they're going through. So I think he's going to be more receptive to whatever, she's trying to come across because he needs someone on his side. Absolutely. So we're going to do other Sims. We're going to talk up another Sim. We're going to talk up Sean and see if he'll go over and introduce himself to him. Well, and I wasn't aware that you felt so strongly about Sean. He seems like good company. I'll chat with him soon. Oh, how's it gonna go? Stop. Brought friends together. Helping others connect always elicits feeling of joy. So Sean and Ken are off to a great start. That's nice. That's wonderful. We're also going to do something else before we bring in the baby. Obviously, a huge issue was that Emily and Romeo came in contact with each other behind his back, and that just was not right. And Emily does feel like that she would be a great lawyer, but the outfits that they have her in, it's not giving. And so she's going to do something where she knows that she can give, and that's going to be a style influencer. So she changed her job. She got a whole new career. we're going to also tell Ken this as well. Like, I apologize for my part that I played in sneaking around. Um, so I did get a new job. I am no longer working with Romeo, so you don't have to worry about that there. And then Miss Liana is down here just randomly. I guess she came down the steps for whatever reason, or just to watch her mother. So we're just gonna have. Oh, but she doesn't want to talk to him. How is he supposed to know her then? I want him to like actually meet Liana like officially, but I don't think that he can, because Liana is not at a place where she can like talk to strangers. Maybe she has to be communication level 2 to do something like that. I'm not quite sure, but he at least laid eyes on her and saw that that was, you know, something that was going on. So where did Ken go though? Oh, he's cleaning up. Paolo, stop trying to get people to go to the flea market with you. No one wants to go. Get Claire, or to take the kids out to the flea market. Like, what the they seem to be getting on, like, well again. Like, honestly. And I really, really love that. Holden. Hey, Emily, I think... What? Who is this? I don't think it's a good fit for you, because Princeton exists. Girl, get out of here. Wait, where's Ken at? Well, it doesn't matter where he is, because I feel like they accomplished what they needed to accomplish today. And that was just getting on a positive note with each other, him meeting Sean, and just seeing that Liana is someone who exists, and, you know, Emily being nice and forgiving. That face that Liana had on, yeah, I'm really terrified for what she grows up to look like. I truly think she's gonna be beautiful, but she really be freaking me out. Like, she's Emily's baby, but she might, you know, Emily's a little rough around the edges. This girl, she just might be sharp edges. She might be a murderer. But she's also just so sweet, so I can't even imagine her being a murderer. Look at her. Just look. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna fight my urge to have all these Sims have babies at the same time, because I want her to have another baby, but she's just so young. I feel like Emily's gonna put space between them. No more pregnancies for the rest of the season unless it's accidental. Okay? Because I got that risky woohoo on. Either 2 or 7%. So, if it happens, it's going to be because of that. Because to be honest with you, I was trying to figure out a way to get Claire pregnant with baby number 3 from the woohoo at the reunion, but I couldn't because there was already 8 Sims living in the household. And then I had some time to think about it. I said, I don't want that to happen. If her and Paolo have another baby, I want it to be because they are on great terms and they have a solid foundation, and it's not going to be another situation like Camilo, because I'm not having them separate again. We are going to talk with Claire. We haven't had a chance to catch up with Claire since after the reunion. Of course, Emily just found out that she and Paolo had separated, so she's like, what's going on with that? And Claire's like, honestly, I think things are looking better. I think we're going to make it. I really do. We're in a better place. Maybe we just had to share it just to get it out for things to get better, but I don't know. I think we're doing good. And she's like, well, good girl. Because I ain't got no more couple friends. And if y'all were getting a divorce, then it would, I don't know what it would do. Some TST. This is not fair. I landed and I see this girl is pregnant. Knowing that Claire and Violet can't be pregnant, this is so upsetting to me and my homegirl. Why is it like this? Now, honestly, it was my dream. I know I said what I just said, but it was my dream that I would populate here and that Claire would gag. She didn't do it, so my dream's crushed. I just get these moods, and I'm trying to, because I know I'll get these things pregnant and then I don't want to play anymore, and that's not what I'm trying to do. She's low-key, we could work this into a look. She has some ideas. Also, it's 5:18 though. She shouldn't be wearing that at this time of night, but you know, who am I to police when people should be wearing clothes? I'm Ryan, actually. That's exactly my qualifications, and I'm overqualified, to be honest. Alright, so we have not seen Claire, though, of course, since the reunion. Emily just checked up on her, so Violet's checking up on her, too. You know, they had a bit of a moment, Claire and Violet, because Violet felt some type of way about how close she's gotten to Emily, knowing that Emily has done things specifically to start trouble with Violet. So she really doesn't feel great about that. Um, I mean, in the slightest. So she's just like, I kind of. Claire is gorgeous. Claire is freaking gorgeous. Look at this. Goodness. Okay, anyway. And so she just kind of want to take this time to be like, I'm not being insecure, but this is what my issue was with that. You know, I just feel some type of way. You know the homegirl's messy, and you're just going to take her side and just give me frostbite over here? Like, we have no kind of conversation at the reunion, so what's that about? And Claire's giving her side of the story. She's like, listen, you know, I'm sorry. I know we've gotten really close and everything, but I know that Emily's also been going through a lot of stuff. I knew that was specifically a tough situation for her to be in with Ken being there. So, you know, I feel like I had a heart more for her than for you. And I'm sorry about that. I truly am, girl. Forgive me. And Violet's like, yeah, no, it's fine. Whatever. But how are you? You know, she's talking about little separation or whatever. Now she's trying to fish for compliments, which we've been new. She's like, I really do value your friendship, though. Like, this is Claire saying, I really do value your friendship. I don't want anything to really come between us. I mean, I didn't expect to get as close to you as I have. But, you know, after, of course, the show and everything, and you stayed at the house, you know, things have gotten tighter between us. So I apologize for making you feel that way. So there's just a keying back and forth. And that, listen, because I'm not a brainsmith, but somehow, and I'm not quite sure how, but somehow Claire lets it slip. Probably because Violet was talking about how her and Holden are in a good place too. And Claire's like, yeah, you know, I've gotten in a good place with Holden myself as well. Claire lets it slip that the only reason that her and Holden are good is because she met with him to get him to talk to Violet so they could get Violet out of their household, because Violet was starting fires. She was just a depressed mess. She was a drag to be around. She was truly bringing down the vibe. And this is what is now brought to Violet's attention. Oh, so this was a setup. Holden did not just appear at the house. He was invited to the house by you. You squashed this huge beef so you could get me out of your house because you didn't want me around anymore. So that obviously upsets Violet, because she's like, I thought that we were friends, especially after this conversation. I thought that we were good, and you're sitting here telling me that we aren't? What is this? What is this? I don't know where Claire went, but she took the flu powder. She's gonna have to come back, because we're about to have it out. Girl, get back over here. Okay, so Claire tried to leave, but she came back because she was like, no, I'm going to have this conversation with Violet because we need to have it. Um, and so they're outside in public now, beside this daggone pregnant woman that we're jealous of, having it out, because Violet's like, listen, what? And you couldn't have felt that that was okay. They really aren't ones to get into arguments, so it's heartbreaking to see. But the game always know who's supposed to win the argument, because Violet won, as she should have, because she was the one that was making points. She was actually wronged in this situation, and it's upsetting that her and Claire seem to be getting into this rift all of a sudden, because they were really nice and they were really close. And now it just seems like there was an argument at the reunion, now there's an argument now. It's like, what's happening to their friendship and to the relationship? Well, Violet feels like she doesn't have a friend at this point, because a friend would have come to her and talked to her and said, you know, this is what needs to happen, not have schemed behind her back to get things to go down. So, you know, she's feeling some type of way. During their little conversation before, when they were sitting over here and it was all goody-goody, you know, Violet talked about Tiago wanting her to move in. And Claire said, well, you know, that seems a bit soon to me. Like, I'm not quite sure if that's anything that you should be doing smartly. Violet is not really wanting to take any kind of thing that Claire has to say. She feels like Claire maybe does not have her best interest at heart. So she's going to interpret the opposite. She's going to call Tiago up right now. And she's like, I'm packing my things. I will be moved in by tonight. Okay. Not Violet and Claire beefing. The last two that I honestly would have expected to ever have some issues with each other. But I do think it's really cool that the reunion is pretty much the cause of every episode that has taken place after it. I think that's fun. If you like this, please leave a comment, subscribe to me. I'm still as poor as I was from the start of the video, and I will see you guys next time. Gonna be great.